Go and grab your Bewear merchandise today. There are t-shirts, sweatshirts, phone cases, and more, all with the link down in the description below. You do not want to miss out. What's up, guys? It's Carson back here on Toxic Gaming today with a video star draft analysis thing for the meme league that we joined. Evelyn, HTO Drinker, one of the good friends through the PPL and stuff, decided to make her own league that was very similar to PPL and all the same time, basically pricings and stuff of the mons, but on Showdown, and you were required to have a meme pick. So you got an extra 1 point to have a meme pick, and you were required for it. That's really the only thing that's different. But I figured it could be kind of fun. You know, I wanted to test out some things that I've really never used in draft before as much as I could. We didn't get the exact team that I wanted. I was going for more of a rain team, but we can see that we got here. We had like the 6th pick or something. Let me see here real quick. We had the 7th pick in the entire draft, and these battles will be coming up kind of random. A lot of us are doing other things with other drafts. This is just a thing for us to have fun and show off meme Pokemon and meme sets and things like that. But we actually, with our first pick for this draft analysis and everything, our teams, you could say the captain, the thing that set the tone for our team was Lesnar or Jirachi, good old Brock Lesnar. And if you don't get the reference, go watch, I think it's like WrestleMania 25, or no, not 25. Was it 25? I don't know, it was WrestleMania 22, 25, somewhere in there, when Brock Lesnar tried to do a shooting star splash on Kurt Angle and pretty much broke his neck. But we do have Jirachi here. He's the one that's kind of walking our team down in the beginning, and I really wanted to go for a high pick mon. I've never used Jirachi before. Usually I don't go with the mon that costs 1900 like right off the bat, or 19 points right off the bat. I usually go for something cheaper, but I wanted to see what Jirachi could do, what I could do with it. I don't have the greatest history with like really good mons, but at the same time, we'll see what we can do. And Jirachi is actually also our Z anything user, so because of its amazing move pool, and it's a good, decent support move pool, amazing attacking move pool, we do use our Z anything user on Jirachi. I'm really interested to see what we can do with it, and Lesnar's kind of the leader of our team here. Next we have Roman, the big dog, his yard, Roman, big doggo, Roman, Zygarde 10. Basically, I wanted to get, as you can see kind of on your screens if you look closely enough, our Dragon Fairy Steel Core really high up in the picks, and really high, really a lot of points to get our Dragon Fairy Steel Core, because if you can get one of those that is pretty unbreakable, you can do pretty fucking well. And I really wanted to try out Zygarde 10. Zygarde Snake might have been a better pick. I don't believe it was picked during the time of during our second pick. But at the same time, yeah, it wasn't picked until the 4th round later. I kind of wanted to still try out Zygarde Snake or Zygarde Dog because of its 115 speed stat. I really like that 115 speed, and I feel like I can complement Jirachi pretty well. Like things that can outspeed Jirachi, like base 105s and stuff like that, now get outsped by Zygarde 10, and I really like that. Makes people have to go more speed, means less bulk, and we have a mon later that can abuse less bulky teams. But Zygarde 10 is something I really was interested to see like what the Outrage, E-Speed, 1000 Arrows combos, and stuff like that can do against teams. And then I feel like it pairs decently well with Jirachi, so I wanted to see what those two could do. Next, with actually using for 16 points rather than the 15 that Zygarde 10 was, we have Trish Stratus, our Clefable, our first 3 picks, like I said. Why are you Q-Charm? Don't ever do that to me. But our first 3 picks being the Dragon Fairy Steel Core we wanted, and Clefable is the fucking, I feel like Clefable is like the premier fairy type in draft format. Like Florges is really good, Sylveon's pretty good, Sylveon can be amazing on some teams. Tapu Fini is kind of like, to me, it's up there, and I would say maybe top 10 maybe, but I don't feel like it's the best of the best because of not being able to have that much recovery. And if you want a fairy type with recovery, Clefable is your fucking dude. Because I believe we get 3 different forms of recovery in Moonlight for, if we wanted to not face a weather team or something. Soft Boiled being easy, I almost said substitute, but Soft Boiled being kind of the premier one that we should use, and then Wish, and Wish protects stuff, and Wish passing. I get Healing Wish as well. So Clefable can be really nice for us. A decent offensive move pool as well. Pretty pretty varied because of Clefable used to being a normal type. It got a pretty varied attack move pool for typings. And Clefable is also a Z user, so we get to use that pretty wide attack move pool and maybe surprise some things with Z moves that usually wouldn't. And with 95, 73, 90 stats, Clefable can be a fucking tank if we need to. Just basically set up a Calm Mind and then run shop after that, maybe 2, and then just hit things hard with Moonblast, hard with any coverage move we want, and then good old Soft Boiled or Wish to bring the damage back and heal ourselves. But Clefable, I feel like, really complements well, also with Jirachi being pretty weak to knockoff, being Steel Psychic. We're completely, or basically we're, was it resisted? Yeah, that's the term. We're resisted to knockoffs, and really, if Clefable gets knocked off, it's not the worst thing in the world. It kind of hurts, but it's not the worst. And we can have Clefable be our Z user to basically stop knockoff altogether with our first 3 Mons. Next is a Mon that's pretty familiar already on the channel, Buzzswole, our Master Lock, as he's been known. And the reason I took Buzzswole was kind of these first 4, I believe, I still got when I was able to get my rain team and stuff set up that I wanted to do. And I could just imagine Buzzswole in the rain and not giving a shit about enemy fire types or anything like that. Or as long as we don't face something that could get Hurricane, we were perfectly fine with Buzzswole in the rain. You already know if you've watched any of the MPL or Major Pokemon League stuff, you should be watching that if you're already here. But Buzzswole can be a fucking monster thanks to Beast Boost and Bulk Up and a decently wide, I would say, physical move pool with Bug, Fighting, Poison, ground coverage, some rock coverage, some electric coverage, and Thunder Punch. So decently good move pool physically, and it's just the defenses to a Bulk Up set can't be broken on the physical side. Like, it's so hard to break Buzzswole on the physical side compared to the special side, and that's why I feel like it pairs decently well with Clefable. Next we have Slowbro, Rider 2012, because he was one of the slowest fucking people in WWE in 2012, in terms of being smart. But Slowbro here is, again, you might think, Clefable, Slowbro being, like, nasty bulk, being kind of disgusting, but I felt like I needed another Mon that could cover a little bit of Buzzswole's special defense weakness, and Slowbro being another Calm Mind Mon and 95, 110, 80 special defenses, or 110 defense and 80 special defense was really nice, and it could really help. And Regenerator being able to just simply take those hits and switch out and not give a shit. I feel like Slowbro could really work pretty well in tandem with Buzzswole and Clefable. Being able to burn things with Scald is pretty nice. T-Wave and Toxic things as well. Slowbro, I feel like, could be a really good tank and just do what Slowbros do. The speed being 30 is kind of... It's meh, but at the same time, Slowbro doesn't really need to outspeed things to do what it needs to do. It's really, mid-game wall tactics, toxicing things, and just staying alive. Like, being that with Slowbro, simply staying alive is his deal. He doesn't need the speed to do so. So I was looking at my team, and I thought of, 79 speed tier, 60, and then I got my 100 and 115. I felt like I needed something else to jump up above Roman for a speed tier, and we went with Mega Manectric at 13 points. Slowbro and Mega Manectric are actually the same 13 points. But really, I was kind of afraid of a certain Mega, and that Mega being like Mega Aerodactyl and Mega, or those two being Mega Aerodactyl and Mega Alakazam, and them just being able to run modest sets on me and not give a shit. And I feel like having Mega Manectric, it forces them to run timid sets, which means they hit a little less, which means that hopefully, Clefable can be able to take a hit and then actually do a lot more damage back to them. That's really kind of what I wanted Mega Manectric for. I also really do enjoy having the intimidate ability with Mons like Slowbro and Clefable and Buzzswole, being able to make them stay around even longer, or not, and take hits even better. Being able to Volt Switch was always something that I like playing with, because it gives you that little bit of momentum if you can do it. And before Mega Evolving, we can actually stop Volt Switching with Lightning Rod or paralyze something with Static. Either one is actually really nice for us, because it could help out Jirachi if something's paralyzed, help out Zygarde if a thing faster than it's paralyzed, and help out Buzzswole immensely tear through teams if things are paralyzed. So that's what I kind of wanted Mega Manectric for. And the fact of the speed and Volt Switching stuff. Like, he's going to hit pretty hard at 135 special attack, but he's not hitting as hard as some other things could, and lack of setup is kind of annoying. But Mega Manectric is really here just to do a few Mega Manectric things and keep the rest of our team able to tear through the rest of our top main team. Now we actually can move on to the bottom 5 picks, and we actually started with Alicia Fox. I think I spelled that name wrong. I don't even know how to spell. But our Delphox, and the reason I wanted Delphox is because of its speed. And I feel it's weird saying this the second time or third time now with both Zygarde 10 and Mega Manectric, but Delphox being 104, that sets that in between for Jirachi and Roman, or Zygarde 10, being like, if you want to outspeed Jirachi but can't outspeed Delphox, well, now you got 2 things that are outspeeding you already in Delphox and Zygarde 10 that can beat you down. If you all go for Delphox, you can't go for Zygarde 10. You got that to beat you down. But Delphox being able to that 104 is also able to fit nicely on like my prep side. So like, say they have a 101 mon, I can set Delphox to outspeed it, and I'm good to go. I don't have to have like, it doesn't force me to bring Zygarde 10 just to outspeed that base 101 mon, stuff like that. That's kind of what I want Delphox for, and it's our other Z user because of a decent move pool again in attacking. Really nice to be able to go Z Grass Knots like we saw when Chief out us, and PPL to take down Milotic, because to take down a bulky water type with our team is a little annoying. Mega Manectric can, but at the same time it's still kind of annoying. Z Fire Blast just to hit super fucking hard. Z Overheats to hit super fucking hard. Z Psychics and Z Shadow Balls are really nice. But he's really just our offensive Z user again. So that's what I really kind of wanted to do with Delphox. I felt like it could be something really intriguing with 114 and then special attack and then that 104 speed. That's surprisingly fast mon that does decent enough damage to where things clean up down the line easier. That's kind of what I wanted Delphox for. Next we have Paul Haybat, because Golbat has a giant fucking mouth and so does Paul Heyman. But we got Paul Haybat here, our Golbat. And it was the first thing I realized after this point, that the mons that I had thought of originally for my rain team that was at the first 5 picks, it wasn't looking like I was getting any hazard removal, and I needed a mon that was still semi-bulky in Golbat. Like, he has a decent 75, 70, and 75 defenses and stuff and HP, and then EVI boosted them a little bit. He's called Fatbat for a reason, but also a nice little base 90 speed, another little speed tier that we have here going really good. But we get access to Defog, we get a nice Brave Bird and Infiltrator to get through subs. Really nice having Super Fang to just basically cripple hard walls to some things that are like superly fucking bulky. Super Fang them once, get them down where we need to. Taunt and Tailwind I'm really interested to use with it because we can help support our team there. Pursuit's really nice where they're psychic types. Weirdly, we have Nasty Plot. Never noticed he got Nasty Plot, I guess. But also Haze to stop some setup mons. Golbat is one of those... It's a utility mon on our team, for lack of the most part. Doing things like the defog that we really needed to do. But if we need to hit someone with a Brave Bird, we can hit someone with a Brave Bird. But that's kind of what we wanted Golbat for. Then next we have Spoogles. No WWE nickname here. I was kind of told I had to nickname Tangela Spoogles. Well, that's our Tangela. And Tangela is a fucking monster on the defensive side because it has EV Light. It's really surprising. Like, even that 40s base special defense, getting the 1.5 boost from EV Light is so fucking nice, and just the defensive tankiness of Tangela is interesting. And being able to put things to sleep, being able to Leech Seed, having knockoff support. I get Morning Sun, didn't even see I got that. But having a little bit of poison coverage with Sludge Bomb and being able to toxic things as well. Tangela could come into play very nicely for our team, being both a defensive wall roll and just supporting our team overall with things like Leech Seed and Knockoff and Sleep Powder. Tangela could be really interesting to go with us, and a Regenerator Core with our Slowbro. So we get basically you could say one of the better Regenerator Cores with Tangela. And Tangela's being 5 points, so it's really a decent pickup mon for 5 points, I felt like. Next we have the Hurricane Pidgeot, and sadly enough, even though you can kind of hopefully see it on your screen and get ready for it, Pidgeot's not the meme pick this time, and there's another reason I want Pidgeot, and you can probably see it down below, as it goes with the entirety of my draft, was basically I wanted to draft speed tiers, and having base 101 speed tier on Pidgeot meant that if I have to go up against other base 100s, and I can kill them with Pidgeot, I can beat them then with a Pidgeot. Like, it was stuff like that I can beat with Pidgeot that I really wanted to do. Things that are like over 100 now have to be worried about going too low and getting outsped by Pidgeot. Like, it was stuff like that I thought base 101 would be very interesting and what we could do with it. Pidgeot was also the reason I wanted to Rain Team, because then I could just do Hurricanes and not give a shit. But, basically, Pidgeot's going to be interesting for us. I believe we do face a team that is pretty weather reliant, and so we are able to run Hurricane. Got to reconnect. God damn it. Okay, got the reconnect and everything. So now we got Pidgeot back up in here real quick, and basically the coverage for Pidgeot is weirdly nice on the special side, even though its physical attack is better. But if we can we get another defogger on Pidgeot as well, get some agility things, it could be very interesting to see what Pidgeot could do for us. And I really just want to use the damn bird from Gen 1. The thing, I feel like it's not used as much nearly because of the Mega, but I just want to use it. It's one of those things I just want. And then, finally, our 1-point meme pick. Alolan Sandshrew. And the reason I took Alolan Sandshrew is pretty simple. Even though it's Ice Steel type, look what we have already on our team that does not give a shit about fighting moves. Jirachi, Clefable, Buzzwole, Slowbro, Golbat, Tango, and to an extent, Delphox. Pidgeot doesn't really like to take the fighting moves because they're neutral. But at the same time, we have enough, I would say, resistances to fighting, enough things that check fighting types that I feel like taking Alolan Sandshrew as a rapid spinner predominantly, that was what Alolan Sandshrew was supposed to do, is actually pretty nice. I thought about taking just regular Sandshrew, but the thing is, I believe Alolan Sandshrew actually has better stats than regular Sandshrew in terms of our defense. Yeah, we're 5 points higher in defense, 10 points lower in special attack, but who gives a shit about that, and 5 points higher in special defense. So, oops, wrong one. So we actually have 5 points on each side higher defenses than our regular non-Alolan counterpart, even though we pick up the big steel weakness. We get Slush Rush, could be cool if there's hail at any point. But really, Sandshrew here was going to be basically, if we needed a rapid spinner, I have Alolan Sandshrew and I can bring it. It's a meme that could be something. It's something like that where I could fit the team for the meme rather than just picking them on for the meme, I felt like. But really, that's going to wrap up our team here for the Meme League. These two guys right here. Let me know down below what you guys think of our team, what you guys think maybe potential transfers we could do. I'm always up to you guys' advice and all that. And make sure you like and subscribe and all of those such of things so you don't miss anything with this league. It can come at any point that this league will start. So be ready and wary for those things. But I'm going to get up on out of here. So thank you guys for coming out. I'm Carson, this is Toxic Gaming, and as always, you guys stay toxic. We'll see you guys.